Climate change is affecting all of us, but the low-income communities and communities of color are bearing the worst of the consequences, and many are now struggling to pay high energy bills. During heat waves, they experience higher heat-related illnesses and death. Many disenfranchised communities are composed of people of color, the low income, immigrants, elderly, youth, disabled, and the LGBTQ+. And often they are located in low-lying areas, leaving them at risk of property damage from extreme flooding. These marginal communities are called frontline, fence line, or environmental justice communities. Many here in West Virginia are already vulnerable due to the nutritious food scarcity, limited access to health care, limited affordable safe housing, and they are already being exposed to poor air quality and water quality. Our extractive fossil fuel resources and manufacturing industries provides jobs and to feed our families and to educate our families also, but they also pose health risks for the workers in nearby communities. These health risks can be anything from cancers to cardiopulmonary disease to asthma, COPD, black lung, and etc. The solution is to actually have the political will to make policy changes that will actually help vulnerable communities to dramatically reduce industrial toxic emissions and greenhouse gases from the source, to advance energy efficiency and the use of clean, renewable energy, and to strengthen community resilience and livability. In the past, community members have been included in the talks, but when it came to the decisions, they were actually told what was going to take place. To bring about justice, frontline communities need technical assistance to be equal participants in identifying the risks and finding solutions. Each community is unique, so developers need to share the best practice models from across the regions in order to expand resilient, affordable housing options. Funding is needed to support pre-disaster actions to reduce the impacts of climate change. Stronger infrastructure is needed to ensure that a reliable grid will deliver dependable wastewater treatment, potable water, and energy. So who are the key players? They're community organizations, county and city and community development agencies. And remember, in West Virginia, many of our struggling communities are unincorporated and don't have the support of being a municipality. We should have also nonprofits and legal resources to aid local efforts to support resilient, affordable housing. There will be the need for grants and trustworthy financial institutions and nonprofit development. Residential and tenant association programs will also be needed to support the tenants and to promote the improvements that can be made to already existing buildings. And when training occurs for the fossil fuel impacted workers, so as not to leave them behind so that they can make a just transition. We should also include the BIPOC communities. And in case you're not sure what a BIPOC community is, it's Black or African Americans, Indigenous people, and people of color. Many of these communities were left behind from the very beginning as a result of historic systemic barriers. Include us in the training for manufacturing, installation, maintenance, and other technical skill sets in the clean energy field. And if you include us in, then we will have a just transition.